All right, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of how to find things in Blackboard. So as you come into your course, and I'm going to just use, for example, the lecture course here, and they're pretty much set up all exactly the same way. Even in different courses from different instructors, we have things set up pretty much the same, okay? So I'm going to start off in student preview, and then I'll close that because some things aren't going to show up in student preview because they're set not to come until specific dates. All right. So when you come into Blackboard, you will land here. Here you will see a banner. This is where you will need to get the information for your instructor. Sometimes you will see multiple instructor names. Your instructor will be the one that is posted up here, and this will be the email that they have that you need to use in order to contact them with. All right. So over here, you can see almost everything is going to fall in a straight line down this little area here. You're going to have a few things over here and a few things up here. So click here to begin is where you're going to need to start. You'll have an introduction from your instructor, a read me first folder. Sometimes in different courses, these may have different names, but it should all be here. And so you'll need to go through and they'll give you some information just to kind of get you started in the course. And then, of course, there's different items and different folders here. Okay. And so you will have that. You will have your items found in weekly folders. All right. And so here's week 1 assignments. And when I turn off student preview, you'll be able to see that. It looks pretty much the same other than what is showing and not showing. And that is a little bit different. Things have changed. In a lot of ways, it's a whole lot better. So if you click on calendar up here, you can go and you can see the calendar by the day, by the month, and it will have particular assignment due dates. I don't have any due dates set in this particular course yet, so you don't see anything listed, okay? But you can click on due dates and it will give you a list of items and when they're due, which is really handy. Announcements are really important. When you first log into Blackboard, it will often show you those, but be sure to check these very, very frequently, especially in an online course. Discussions, you can click on discussions and go right here to do your discussion board. And a lot of times in the weekly folders, there'll be a link to get there as well. You want to see what your grades are. You can click here on Gradebook. Messages, groups, which really don't apply too much to these courses. Okay, so I'm going to exit student preview. Okay, and so there'll be some things that you aren't supposed to see that you won't see. This is real important. This is the YouTube channel. This will be for lecture and lab. All of my courses that are online have these. So these are linked directly in the weekly folders. If you're wanting to work ahead and the weekly folder has not opened up, you can go here and find the lectures and watch the lectures and take your notes and read and do those things that you know you're going to be doing anyway. Okay, then there is the course schedule, which is another very handy way to look at the due dates. This is broken down by weeks. I try to color code these. So you've got just your general assignments, then discussions are in blue. You'll see they say initial post and completion. So you're going to make a post first and then complete. We'll talk about that more in your orientation setting, or your instructor will. And then tests here are in red. And so you can look at each week and see what unit you're in and what is due when. Okay, there are some important dates included here. Like I said, I'm not going into great detail because this is meant to be a quick overview. We'll go into great detail on this in your orientation meeting. All right, okie doke. So let's see. So that's the course schedule. Your click here to begin file, which we looked at, and then your weekly assignment folders. Now you won't see these little blue things here. This is when it's going to be released. And for all of my courses, I have them opening up on the end of the day that the other is due. So if we have week 4 here, it is due September 10th at midnight or around midnight, between 12 and 1 the same day. Week 5 will open up. Now, some instructors may choose to change this, and if so, they will let you know when that's going to be. And you'll notice down towards the end, you also have a folder here with a bunch of different references. These are very helpful things. Please look at these. I've given lots and lots of resources in all of these courses. All right. So in every weekly folder class, you'll have a little overview video here. I'm sorry, overview note here that will tell you what's going to happen during that week. Okay, and so that's another way to briefly look at everything. You'll also notice in your weekly overview, you will have the date and the time that your items are due. Okay, and again, that may be different than what's displayed here. Okay, and so each week you can open and close, and like I said, these will not appear all at once. They will appear 1 to 2 at a time, depending on your instructor settings. Most of these are set to open up 1 at a time. The first 2 will open up together, and the last 2 will open up together. And so if you need something, you're just going to click on your weekly folder and see what all needs to be done. So it's really, really very simple now in order to get around and look at things. Okay. So over here, this is if you want to see who else in your class, if you maybe wanted to see if there's someone you know, or if y'all want to form a study group. Progress tracking, course image. That's this banner here. I don't think y'all will see progress tracking. Or this one, collaborate. Okay, so this is how you will go if we're going to have a collaborate session, like the orientation meeting will be done on collaborate. You will click join session and go to course room, and it will take you, I'm already in there, so I can't go back in, but it will take you in there. Okay, and there you can talk, you can watch a video of me, and it's live. Okay, and so you can also put the camera on yourself, you can raise your hand, you can chat, ask questions however needed. We can also use Collaborate for if you are needing some help navigating the course or something's not working right, we can come together and share screens that way and have a meeting that way. Books and course, none of that is going to pertain to you. Your book information is up here, and click here to begin. And so that's pretty much all that you're going to see here on this side. Okay, and so it's nice and simple, very streamlined. I hope that helps. You have a great day.